now.
Hey guys, it's Chad Prather for the Chad Prather Show. I want to bring you this story out of Jacksonville, Florida. This is incredible, and I also have to get my partner in crime, no pun intended, Party Foul Steve. Let's bring him in here. Steve, I don't know if you've seen this story or not, Jacksonville, Florida. A young black man gets pulled over by the cops, and just like we tend to see in so many of these videos, he refuses to get out of the car, refuses to comply, just refuses to listen to any form of authority whatsoever. Steve, I'm going to get your take on this, but first, let's take a look at the clip.
Can you call your supervisor? When he pulled me over, he walked up, opened my door because my window don't work, right? Okay. And then I said, so what I did wrong? Yeah. He said, well, for one, your headlights are off under this weather. I'm like, okay. There's multiple people headlights off, first of all, and then there's no rain.
It doesn't matter. You're still required to have headlights on.
Can you pull that law up?
Huh?
Can you pull that law up?
Yeah, when you step out of the car, I will.
Can you call your supervisor?
Huh?
Can you call your supervisor?
All right, go for it.
Exit the vehicle now. Exit the vehicle. Show me your hands.
Here.
33 at 15:21 hours.
I'm here. What is your reason, sir?
Step out.
What is your reason?
Step out now. All right. Get on the ground.
No.
Get on the ground.
Stop fighting.
Put your hands behind your back.
Put your hands behind your back.
I'm resisting.
Hands behind your back. What's wrong with you?
I was putting my hands behind my back.
Ain't no talking now, man. Ain't no talking.
I'm fucking talking shit, bro. I was doing it, bro. What's going on, man?
You're under arrest. That's what's going on.
No, bro.
Yes, bro.
You
Yes.
have a lawful reason,
Big
bro.
knife center in here, too.
You gonna throw my phone like that, bro?
Yeah, I'm gonna take it off
now,
of you,
man.
bro.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to have a regular conversation with y'all, bro.
That's not how it works.
Too late.
It ain't gonna too late.
When they asked you to step out of the vehicle, you should have done that shit.
The partner didn't even ask.
Marijuana in his right pocket.
Yes, it is.
So why close the door if you see him pull up?
Because, man, what you mean? He talking about arresting me and stuff, bro. I didn't do nothing.
It's called resisting, idiot.
I didn't do nothing wrong, sir. Can you back me up to the car so I can clean up?
Party Foul Steve, what do we make of this story? This cop has now been suspended pending investigation. What are your thoughts?
My thoughts are the cops handled this wrong. Next time this happens, leave him in his car, blockade car, and he doesn't get to get out.
Okay.
He'll eventually come out, or he'll crap his pants and.
Well, I mean, how much of law enforcement resources are being wasted while we wait on somebody?
Well, we just wasted 8 or 10, and 3 or 4 cops are showing up there. So,
well, I mean, you're going to sit there for hours and wait on somebody to get out because he can't go anywhere. I see what you're saying. I mean, technically, I guess you could just put his car on a tow truck and impound it and take him to the lot, right? I don't know about this extra shot. Takes at him in the face right here.
Yeah,
what were you going to say? The
extra punch was that punch was probably uncalled for because he's showing his hands. I mean, he's an idiot. I bet he gets out next time. But apparently, his driver's license suspended.
I think he was driving with a suspended license. They did find a serrated blade knife that was there on the floor within reach. I understand that police officers are operating on edge. Everything from all cops are bad to being called pigs to the ambushes that are out there to the highly volatile, scary situations that they have in these pullover situations. You don't know what you're walking up on, and with the defund the police, I don't know that we always have best of the best out there with the authority behind a badge. And I'm a chief supporter of law enforcement. I really am. Very outspoken on the topic. But I don't know that how many people we're recruiting out there to do that job, since some of the best folks who should be doing that job have thrown their hands up in surrender and said, if society doesn't want us here, we don't want to be a part of this. But again, my issue, Steve, is this anti-authority country that we're living in. And when a police officer just asks you to do something, and I understand everybody wants to pull out the Constitution, their Bill of Rights and all of this and be as belligerent as they can, but it becomes a clown world era where you have grown adults that live in a nation built on law and I think it's virtuous to not comply with a simple request. Because in my opinion, you could have easily just gotten out of the car, had the conversation, and gone on. I have never had a problem rolling my window down, turning the roof light on, showing my hands, hanging them close to the window or see if he's approaching my vehicle at night. I don't have a problem. And the reason is because I don't have anything to hide. See, that is always what I question. It was what I would go through my mind as a law enforcement officer if I were walking up. What is it that you're trying to hide here?
Yeah, and even with the best of the best out there, sometimes a judgment.
Steve froze up. Let me just say that this has now become to a point. Steve, are you back? Let's finish that thought right
I
there.
am back. Where was I at?
Talking about where we've gotten to this as law enforcement.
We can have the best out there and still have a bad judgment call. But I don't know that was a bad judgment call. You have somebody refusing to get out, not obeying the commands. He got his attention. He threw his hands up after that punch.
Well, he definitely started. He got compliant until he got out of the car. And I will remind people before they want to make it a race issue, there was a black cop involved as well. But here's the thing that I have a problem with is apparently now every traffic stop becomes a protest and every cop is a tyrant and every citation kind of act of war where somebody's going to pull out their constitution. That's not civil disobedience, in my opinion. It's civil stupidity. And yes, there are bad cops out there. Yes, there are bad judgment calls that are made on the part of cops. But you don't get to rewrite the rules of engagement on the side of the highway because TikTok or Instagram told you to question authority. You're not Rosa Parks. You're not standing up to tyranny. Just show them your damn driver's license, because, you got these influencers out there, somebody that went viral that with kind of victim complex told you to assert your rights. Listen, if your first instinct whenever a cop approaches your car is to roll up your window and start filming and talk about your sovereign status or what you did wrong or can you pull up the law, you're not enlightened, you're unstable, and you're trying to hide something. You can come at me and say that's an unpopular opinion, and I know a lot of folks will because the Constitution, this and that. But let's just let people do their job because there literally is any reason whatsoever. You touch a white line, they can pull you over. If you don't have a tag light on, they can pull you over. In Texas, if you don't have a front license plate, they can pull you over. And you have officers out there that have a split second to figure out if you're a threat and one bad read, somebody doesn't make it home. Maybe the suspect, maybe the cop. And so, Steve?
Yeah, I don't really have an issue at all with this.
The extra punch, maybe a little much. I would love to hear what you have to say down in the comments. And, listen, if you're treating it like a reality show where the goal is to escalate until somebody gets famous or dead, that's a wrong deal. So have a little basic respect, follow the instructions, sort things out later in court if you disagree. That is why we have the court of law. It might be inconvenient and time consuming, but listen, if you keep allowing this anti-authority movement to rot the brains of an entire generation, a simple traffic stop doesn't have to become a battleground because we've convinced people that compliance is oppression and personal accountability is fascism. And here's a wild idea, folks. I believe in you. I believe in you asserting your rights. Come at me if you have to. I'm just saying, I don't have the time in the day to deal with something like that when I have nothing to hide. And if a cop tells me to step out of the car, I'll step out of the car because I don't need to launch into a diatribe about how my rights are being violated by reaching for my phone faster than a 6-year-old reaching for a piece of candy. You want less police aggression? Try more citizen cooperation. And don't come at me with your stories about bad cops because, listen, you can find a bad apple in every profession, but you don't burn the orchard because one tree is crooked. You deal with the problem legally, responsibly, like a civilized society without handcuffs being thrown on the ground and gang tackled by a bunch of cops with your window busted out. So if you want to play sovereign citizen roulette, scream, "No, I do not consent," like that's a magic spell, you're going to find out and you're going to be shocked when you realize that it ends with a freaking taser and handcuffs. So don't trade wisdom for whining and lawfulness and for lawlessness and discipline for defiance, man. You're going to end up with bad cops, more of this kind of crap going on, and you're going to have more people with anti-authority aggression. Crime's going to go up. Society erodes one viral traffic stop at a time. All right, that's enough of that. Disagree with me if you must, but I don't think it's that hard to get along with the law enforcement officers of our country. God bless you guys. Click like, share it, subscribe it. Disagree or agree, I don't care. Jump down in the comments. This is what we're here for. It's all about discussion, folks, and we're free to have fun doing it. I love you. God bless you, and we will see you next time on the Chad Prather Show. Bye.